Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, the world at large, fellow Africans in the diaspora and on the continent of Africa, today is a great day for me and a great day for Africa, a great day for international justice, and a great day for the European, American, South America, and the entire world for justice, seeking for the way forward on how to bring an end to the conflict of Libya. As you are aware, Libya is divided into two. Resolution 1973 mandated the United Nations Security Council to kill, to invade and use force to protect what they said, protecting civilians in Libya from the then government of Colonel Muammar Gaddafi. Resolution 1970 and 1973, both of them were passed by the United Nations Security Council under the auspices of France. France spearheaded the bombing, the destruction of the place called Libya. As we speak today, Libya is gone. As we speak today, Libya is divided into two parts. What then does it entail to Africa? What does it give Africa? What headache do we have from a nation, a member state of African Union, divided into two, one part in Tripoli, government recognized worldwide by the United Nations Security Council, and another part in Benghazi, which is the Libyan other eastern territory and the western territory. One in Tripoli is backed by Italy, Turkey, and the United Nations. The one in Benghazi is backed by France, Russia, United Arab Emirates, Egypt, and so many other countries. Today, my role here is to bring to the attention of the world how this world has forgotten, how this world has been cruel. Libya, one of the countries on the African continent that had already shown a sign of progress, a sign of economic emancipation, a sign of countries in Africa working for themselves and for people, and that was Libya. Libya, for you, was a country that had come a long way in making sure that the people's will is commanded, is seen in its actions by the government. Muammar Gaddafi, as a leader of that country by then, had given his people the welfare, the social welfare that they needed. Today, as we speak, the Libyan state has been left on its throne. It has been left on its throne to do what it can do, to do what it's able to do, and this has become a bottleneck. Ladies and gentlemen, therefore, it is for these reasons that today I want to break the news to you that I have taken one initiative, and the one initiative in the world. How many leaders in Africa enjoyed the privileges of Muammar Gaddafi? How many things did Muammar Gaddafi do on our continent? Very many. He put up lots of things, schools, mosques, churches. He did not discriminate. He put up projects, housing projects for people. In each country in Africa, when you travel from north to south, east to west, you find something, a legacy of this Libyan leader. Today, this country, Libya, is just left as a country, a begging country, begging for aid, begging for money, begging for medicine. Schools, hospitals have no medicine. Libya has been destroyed. There are people in this world that must take responsibility. We are aware that Resolution 1970 of the United Nations Security Council mandated NATO to go and protect the civilians. Did NATO protect the civilians? Did NATO allow the civilians to be killed? Did NATO protect the destruction of Libya? Who was behind the destruction of Libya? It must be known and be taken in context that the destruction of Libya is what makes everybody in Africa to say it has been forgotten. At least for me, Dr. David Nyekora Chimatanga of Pan-African Forum, I've taken one step forward on this day of 19th of November 2024, the year of our Lord, placed evidence to the International Criminal Court chief prosecutor, asking the chief prosecutor, this is the evidence which I'm placing today. One, this is a letter to Mr. Karim Khan and the pre-trial chamber of the International Criminal Court. That letter you can see for yourself. Two, this is the facts of the case, and this is my signature. I placed before the chief prosecutor a heap of evidence on behalf of the people of Libya, the suffering masses of Libya. I placed a heap of evidence how Mr. Sarkozy, the former president of United States of the Republic of France, a head of state, personally, I'm not looking at a country, I'm looking at personally how Mr. Sarkozy benefited from the mess and how he covered himself under Resolution 1970 and 1973 to benefit personally from the resources against the human rights abuses that took place in Libya. I have put the case before the International Criminal Court to find with pages of 32 pages of evidence with appendixes to the court today for the court to investigate, for the court to find out. I am not saying anything which is out. We have sought the court to find out, and we have given copies not only to the chief prosecutor, but we have now copied the pre-trial chamber of the United Nations agency called International Criminal Court, so that the chief prosecutor does not sit on this letter. The trial chamber, the pre-trial chamber, will have copies. I am speaking right now from Netherlands, transmitting live. I've spent my resources. I've walked the way. I've walked the road. I want the world to understand the facts that are contained in these 32 pages, and plus a heap of appendixes. If there is no criminality, if criminality of human rights abuses, if human rights abuses were not committed, my role is, I have asked the court, I have asked the International Court to investigate Mr. Sarkozy. If they find him guilty, let God help me. If they don't find him guilty, let God help him. If they don't do anything, I've done something. Remember, Malcolm X told you, if you can't do anything, then you are as good as a person who has done nothing. For me, I've moved on. I've brought this subject to the top of the world court. I cannot go to a court in France. I could have gone to the court in France. But the court in France has already found Mr. Sarkozy guilty, has convicted him of excess money. He had excess money. He had excess money. He had excess money. That is the money I am tracking. That is the money. Where did he get the excess money? These documents show you the transfers, how money was taken out. I have got 42 witnesses that can back up all the claims. How money was taken out of Libya, how money was stolen from Libya, and how Sarkozy and his companies continue to steal money. Today, let Africa, today, let the people of Africa give me what they want. But I've done the best that any man who has today, let the people of Africa give me what they want. But I've done the best that any man who has gone to school with tools of analysis like me would do. Today, the people of Libya suffer. Today, the people of Libya beg for medicine, food, education, textbooks, their roads, their airports, their oil is being stolen by companies related to Mr. Sarkozy. It is not the titles that we are looking for. The French law can catch anyone who has benefited from crimes against humanity. Therefore, unlike the British laws that allowed Tony Blair and American laws that allowed Bush not to be charged, the French laws can charge you. But I've chosen not to go to European courts. I've chosen to lay the papers before an international court of criminal court. For me, I've done my bit. It's for you Africans to weigh and know that one day there lived a gentleman from a state of Republic of Uganda who was very passionate for this continent called Africa. And I've done this because I want the truth. I'm not seeking for revenge. I want the truth to come out. I want the people of Africa to understand who destroyed Libya. I want the people of Africa, those leaders who are in power, who have forgotten that Gaddafi gave them money. Gaddafi gave them arms to fight apartheid. Shame on you. Those leaders who have forgotten, who go and file applications against Israel and Palestine, but forget that South Africa received the huge amounts of money from Gaddafi to liberate itself from apartheid regime. Shame on you. Those leaders who have worked with Gaddafi, they forget that he paid for AU, for the existence of AU, and all meetings, all the bills. Shame on you. But not me. I've gone further to find out why Libya has been divided into two parts. Today, I want to address this matter through this court. Why 2 countries, 4 countries, 5 countries have divided, including Russia. For Russia has got involved. It has taken part of division of Libya. It is on the side of General Khalifa Haftar. I have taken time to find out why General Khalifa Haftar has divided Libya on the auspices of a member state of the United Nations Security Council called France. I have stood firm. My facts speak for themselves. Mr. Prosecutor of International Criminal Court, fellow Africans in the diaspora and on the continent, You stand, you walk, you eat for the truth. The truth sets you free. If Sarkozy did not get the money, then why did the court in France convict him of money laundering and influencing election with huge amounts of money, totaling to $40 billion? Where did this money come from? If it didn't come from Mr. Sarkozy's bank account, if it didn't come from Sarkozy's party, where else did it come from? As an international expert, legal expert lawyer, I lay my case. I want answers. Africa needs answers. The Libyans want answers. You don't need to be a Libyan to fight. Of course, African Union pays for existence or peace process. It's my money. It's your money. AU does not manufacture its own money. It gets money from membership from my country in order to pay for peace missions. Yet Sarkozy took our money. Yes, Sarkozy took the money of the people of Libya. Answer me one question. Answer. Give me an answer. If there was an extra 40 billion, hallelujah, where did you get it from? You manufactured it from planet Mars? It landed in Paris? Excuse me. Excuse me. Tell the court, don't tell me. Tell the investigators, don't tell me. I have evidence. I have attached in the appendix evidence of the chief prosecutor, the conviction of the special judge in Paris who found Mr. Sarkozy guilty of money, election, excess money influencing. He looked at the accounts of Mr. Sarkozy. He didn't have that money. He looked at the accounts of the party. The party did not have the money. He asked one question. Where did you get the money? And I'm asking one question. Mr. Sarkozy, wherever you are, you are lawyers. You receive these documents. Answer not me. Answer the court. Mr. Karim Khan, the chief prosecutor of the International Criminal Court. This case, this time, is not placed in your hands only. It is addressed to the chief pre-trial chamber 6 judges. The judges are here: Judge Rosarino, Judge Rain, Judge Maria, Judge Sergio, Judge Heko, and Judge Lulia Montoki. The 6 judges will make a ruling. We have decided to make a decision, workable. We have decided to stand firm that East or West, we have no regrets. We have decided that Africa must speak for itself. We have placed the documents, and the documents are going today. They will be, I'm filing them today as I finish. We won't be taking much time on this platform. Those who want to pick the recordings, I must move up in the court from the Hotel Sheraton in Netherlands, the Dutch capital, no, in the Hague, the Dutch headquarters of governance, and a file by both electronic and the physical presence. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Africans, if this is not what Africa wants, what else can I do? Thank you very much. That is the end of the breaking news on Libya. I've done it this time.